Good evening, everybody. This is Sailor Moon Base, straight out of St. Louis, Missouri, in the Soulard area. We are streaming straight out of Moon Base Market. This is Sailor Moon Base, day number 2. I'm Kalen, and I'm here with my co-host.
Caleb Rasmussen. Oh, okay. Never mind, I'm not going to be here.
That's okay. All right. Looks like we're going to replace Caleb here with Spunkman. Meanwhile, we have Oxy and Damon in round 1 of the tournament today. We got starting off the night with the Jupiter Mirror match.
This matchup is actually really interesting. Let's just say that,
Yeah.
because both of the characters don't want to ever jump, but their best fireball is when they jump.
Right.
So, because if they jump, they get hit by that.
Right.
Or they get STD. So
It's interesting because Jupiter is somebody who has all the tools.
It's like you take every top tier character and she has every tool in their kit.
So when you have a mirror match between two characters who have everything, you're afraid to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look, he jumped in, did a move, and then he tried to SBD the follow-up, or the punish.
Oh.
He tried to do it again, but it's like, I think that's Oxy. Is Oxy
And is this enough? Yes, it is.
I think Oxy's the blue one.
Yes. Damon's the green Jupiter.
Yeah.
And that is game number 1 for Damon.
Alright, so
They're both sticking with Jupiter. We'll see how this turns out.
They both only have Jupiter, so we won't be seeing any characters switches from them. And why would you need to?
Right. Okay, looks like... What? Standing Roundhouse has an anti-air.
Nice.
Walk up SVD.
Really good option. Oh, the empty hop.
That's a pretty good charge fireball. Oh, wow! Backdash.
Really
yeah, right.
That's impressive.
It's a good place to use. Yeah, there you go. It's one of the best anti-airs in the game, I think. It's really easy to pull out.
Yeah, it's like the only character who has better anti-airs are like Mercury, because person should know.
Yep, you would know.
Yep.
Spunkman here's our resident Mercury main. Back to the action. Walk up SPD. Looks like it's working out pretty well.
Yeah, Damon's running away with it.
Right, those backdash,
Backdash fireballs are really good.
especially in the corner there. Oxy doesn't have a whole lot of options when he's stuck in that situation.
Oh, nice. You can counter them and that's it. Damon takes it 2-0.
Congratulations, Damon, you are moving on to the next round.
Where are they going? What stage is the new challenger picking?
Got a number of great stages. Pluto! This is Pluto's stage, which I believe is in between dimensions. Great place to fight. So we're starting off.
Hard to see sometimes.
Right.
So we got. I think it's not doing bad. That fireball is really slow, but it's really good in the corner.
Yep. So we got new challengers, Moon. He's very good at that mid-screen setup that he did just there. That's pretty much his game plan.
Yeah, that's really right.
It's really hard to escape.
Yeah.
Playing against a good Moon like new challenger, unfortunately you would have to be familiar with those setups in order to know how to block them.
Yeah, and even if you do, it's 50-50 as well.
Right.
And also, like that first game, or the first round, it seemed really close, but it's still a perfect. Like, it seemed like it was holding neutral well. They went below like 30 seconds on the clock, and they
Yeah,
That was
yes.
that second
Right.
round.
Well, yeah, you can tell New Challenger was getting in the groove on that second round.
Yeah.
And
Let's see if Gimmick can run it back.
right.
Alright, so we got round 2, or round 1, game 2. So, oh, Gimmick's already in the corner.
Right. See if he can pick it up here. Possibly failed tornadoes.
Yeah. The input for that is just circle.
It is a half circle forward.
Oh, okay. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
ooh, that's another perfect. I mean, it didn't seem like he was playing bad either.
Right. Interesting option there to nullify Moon's forward dash.
It's actually a really good option, that fireball, because it stays in place.
Right.
So it's not like Moon had the peak of her jump to jump over it, like the other fireball that Pluto has.
Oof.
Oh, he softened it, though he didn't die. That was good.
Right. Oh, that does an incredible amount of chip in the corner.
Yeah, that was a good job. Alright. Shake hands. We're playing on this stage. Our famous Omnicross hates this stage. Oh, he SPD'd his dash. That was really good.
Right.
Oh, looks like David has some stuff for this matchup.
Oh, that spin kick, very good. Get off me move. Just something that's very handy to have against Uranus. Is constantly going to be in your face.
Yeah, hitting that fireball to throw his own is actually a good option because it's prevented him from getting hit on.
And oh, there
That's it. That's
Mr. K trying to get in to perform that infinite. He's
he's really good.
really good at it.
Really consistent. They both jumped.
Oh, wow. Couldn't tell if that was a normal one or a guard cancel. That was a good backdash, but there we go. He learned though. He learned from last time. He backdashed the SPD, then threw out a light to
cover the dash.
right.
But it doesn't matter. He got through it anyways.
Right.
that's Uranus.
Yep. Relentless. So then Mr. K got that one round. So
Man, Uranus is such a high output damage character.
no kidding. Very stressful to play against too.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
that was
so
nice.
Good. Damon, that tech is really good.
Okay.
To cover the dash.
Damon is discovering some options here to keep Uranus out. That's a good one.
Yeah, that one. Oh, he's so
Backdash coconut proving to be very useful
yeah.
here.
It covers the fireball option as well as the dash option, so it's really strong.
Right.
But the only problem is it's really hard to do consistently.
Right.
Oh, that's
And
so. Let's see what he does on wake up. Fireball, he just waits.
ooh.
That was tricky.
Mr. K saying, "Come and get me."
Even though he was losing on live.
Right. Starting out the fireball.
It looks like Mr. K's being really patient here.
He is. He's discovering that a lot of
Players are learning his approach options.
right, a lot of Jupiter's options will beat out an aggressive approach. So he's playing it very patient, very smart.
He's trying to whip punish dash. Oh, that was really good.
Damon may have been expecting a dash at that point. Got a fireball instead.
Yep.
Mr. K takes it.
Versus oh, Moon,
Earlier in the first round, we saw New Challenger dominate with his Sailor Moon. Now we get to see how he does against Spunkman's Mercury, which placed second during Sailor Moon Base #1 last week.
Triangle jump gives you so much mobility.
Right. This is exactly where Spoinkman wants to be.
It's really hard to guard cancel punish the whirlwind, isn't it?
The whirlwind, it's a very strong move. It has invincibility frames on startup.
I did not know that.
Right. Okay, looks like new challenger is getting his setups in.
Just jump back.
Spoinkman using those tornadoes, trying to keep new challenger out from doing that forward dash. And yep, once new challenger gets that forward dash in after the fireball, then you can proceed with the mix-up.
It's really hard to contest it in any way. You just have to block what's coming.
Right. Or prevent new challenger from completing the forward dash. At the moment, it looks like Moon's got some pretty good pressure. Good backdash. But-
Relatively the same on live.
But this is, again, exactly where Spoinkman wants new challenger to be. But new challenger just got out of the corner. That was a wake-up DP that did not work out well. And, oh boy, we're real close. Cross up into the win. Whew. With that, Spoinkman takes match number 1. We're doing 2 out of 3. So Spoinkman just needs to win the next match to move on to the next round. New challenger has to win this if he wants to stay in the game. We'll see what happens here. All right, new challenger going straight into the backdash fireball, but that lands him right into the corner.
He tried to flash kick, but he got hit out of his
Right.
startup.
We'll see if new challenger can figure out his options here to get out of the corner. Looks like that fireball encouraged Spoinkman to go back a little bit. Now, after the cross-up, he's got a little bit of damage in. He's got some good distance. I think new challenger is in a position that he wants to be in right now.
Pushing himself back to the corner at the same time.
Oh, yeah, it's tough.
These stages aren't very long horizontally, so it takes one backdash and you're in the corner.
Yeah, it seems so.
Especially against a character like that.
It's a very tough game. I think maybe if new challenger can keep up the pressure. However, Spoinkman is using those tornadoes very well to his advantage.
Punishes the flash kick.
Yes. It's good. It's a good anti-air. And
That does it.
Spoinkman takes game 2. Very good use of the tornadoes there to keep new challenger in the corner.
Yep, gotcha.
And
Excellent. Now we got Neptune, iMash Buttons, and Kalen with Mars. Kalen consistently top 3 player.
I'll say from when I played Neptune, I hate this matchup.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, they'll say, when they say Neptune, it's like, oh, Neptune, I hate this matchup.
No, I'm talking about as Neptune.
Oh, as Neptune? Oh,
Because
okay.
the slow movement speed trying to get in on Mars.
I would say Neptune's walk speed, though, is it's medium, I guess. It's not as bad as Jupiter's. It's not amazing.
Like, it doesn't feel horrible. I just hate trying to move in.
Yeah, because you can't play the fireball game against Mars. Mars will always win it.
You can prevent her from hitting you, but you're never going to gain any ground.
Yeah, exactly. That's the issue.
iMash Buttons is getting in really good there.
Yeah,
Went for the overhead, but got thrown out of it.
got the corner. It's really, really good.
Oh, whereas standing head kick whiffed.
Yeah.
Start. DP's right out. Nice throw.
Nice throw. He's got the life lead. He can just hang back.
Yeah.
Yep, good Firebird.
Kalen taking the first game pretty quickly.
Yeah, that Firebird really hurts, doesn't it, Kayla?
Oh yeah.
God.
I don't want to ever get hit by anything like that in a fighting game again.
Well, I mean, next matchup, you might be. So you just gotta get used to it and know when to jump. It's kind of a
I'm gonna
rhythm.
hit you every time.
Yeah.
You hit me with a fireball.
Yeah. If Kalen's really good at reading patterns and seeing when to throw it, when to not throw it.
Got anti-air by the ground fireball, I think.
Yep.
Just landed on top of it.
Dragon Punch.
Oh.
Back on the ground. What's that?
I wonder what Chris is trying to do. Where he just got hit by the fireball on Wake
Probably DP, knowing Chris.
But he was full screen.
He'd probably DP, knowing Chris.
Fair enough.
It's just gonna just DP.
Does Mars have an air throw?
I don't. Yeah, all the Inner Senshi and Neptune have an air throw.
Okay. I was asking because I knew Neptune did, and they were like at a range where I could have seen one happening.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if either one of them went for it.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of weird and iffy, but you gotta just kind of remember you can do it. All right, mid-screen. Now both is a scramble here because either or could win this. No, Mars got Neptune in the corner.
I went for a guard cancel DP, but Mars is too far away.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad idea because it's one of the ways Neptune can gain ground. It is very risky against Mars, though. And there you go. Kalen takes it 2-0.
Okay.
Pluto.
All right, so Drunk Missile is
Venus.
playing Venus. Arguably the character that he is most comfortable with against Razmufoof, who has made a point to main Pluto.
Yeah, originally he was and now he switched to Pluto. Or no, he was a Neptune main.
Doing pretty good so far.
Yeah. Pluto's like, people say she's bad, but I think she's alright. I mean,
She takes a lot of patience to play.
yeah, that's hard. Especially in this game where damage
Right.
is so high.
Yeah, damage is really high. That was a good backdash in the
Yeah.
corner.
That was
really good.
Because that's gets rid of the
Walk up
set
sweeps.
play, set play stuff that Venus has. Even though I think Venus has a way to go around it, but I haven't learned about Venus much yet. So. Look at the ranges. They're really good. Really good range there.
Right.
The
Oh.
chain from Venus and the staff from Pluto.
Right. Looks like Venus has currently got Pluto stuck in the corner. That is a corner trap that Venus does, and it is a pain to get out of.
Yeah, because she can either do the medium heavy or...
And oh my god!
Let's go.
Pluto super auto combo super! Did it again!
Oh
Two
my,
supers in a row!
oh my god.
No one expects two supers in a row!
I didn't even know if he knew the input.
Man, that's
Man. That's
staying alive, Razmafoof.
no reason not to use it, right? It's safe on block, or safe on block, and it's safe for, if you block it as well, it's frame 1 again, so...
Right. Very, yeah, definitely one of the best supers on block. Also, just a very...
That's hard to deal with.
It is. Once you get into that corner with against Venus, hard to get out, hard to deal with. I know from experience, I've had many matches with Drunk Missile. And it seems to be, if you can backdash at just the right moment, that seems to be the key to getting out of that trap.
Yeah, but it's also hard to backdash out of that because of how like blocking works. Because of the fireballs there,
Right.
you're in a locked blocking animation. You can cancel it with backdash, but it's like weird. It's weird to do. I haven't been able to do it consistently, so. Oh, he just threw it, throwing the throw. Oh, he got DP'd out of that one. That's pretty good. So,
Yep.
Oh, Pluto's back in the corner, but Kayla's really patient.
Right.
He plays Disney and Guilty Gear, so you have to be patient. But that's a round of drum, so it's gonna be. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Round 2. Oh,
All right.
that hits over.
It does. That is a great move to use in the corner.
Yeah,
Oh my god, got him twice. That chip from that is insane. He's doing exactly what he needs to do right now.
and he tried to guard cancel it, and he got hit by the long-lasting hitbox of it.
Right.
That was
Yeah, yeah, it's long-lasting, and I believe it hits multiple times.
But he's in the corner now.
Oh man, Pluto's throw is so good. Oh, Drunk Missile's in trouble.
Yeah.
So
He's playing this well. Oh, is it?
he's still got that super. No.
Oh.
Sailor Venus takes it. That's Drunk Missile 2-0.
Yeah,
Great effort
we got
by
extra zeros, right?
by
This entire
Razmafoof.
bracket is supers are fastest normal, right?
The super, I think it's as fast as the poke. Don't quote me on that, but it seems that way.
Yeah. Chat, if you know, let us know.
Right.
Okay, so they're just like all day using. God, hit my life hit fire. Oh, he's giving surging. He learned that super then.
Nice.
Also, he's learning this game fairly quickly.
He is.
He's guard canceling back dashing.
Right. Blocking fairly well.
Yeah.
Razmafoof, though, very good at getting Gimmick in the corner.
Yeah. Pluto's like
Whoa, that was good anti-air. That's one of the best normal anti-airs in the game, in my opinion. That standing hard punch. Oh, super!
Gimmick got the super.
Gimmick is staying alive, thanks to that godlike super of Pluto's. Very nice.
What's funny is Pluto's light fireball actually cancels out Pluto's heavy punch. So normally, like they clank and then they go away. So if you want less lag on yours, you can use your light fireball to get rid of the heavy one.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now it looks like Razmafoof is in the corner now. Oh my god, this is oh my god. Oh!
This is another super.
God, that's so hype! Every time!
They're both.
Can you believe that? It went 1-to-1, no health left, came down.
To
Who uses the super first? Oh, that was so good.
that was a 1-0 Rasmussen.
You had to do it, fam. That is a great throw.
Oh, nice neutral jump to get over. That was really good.
Gimmick currently. Oh, wait, he's escaped the corner. He's backing off a little bit, though. Playing a good. Oh, no. Got caught.
Wow, it looked like Raz is taking control of the first round. Let's see if he can bring it back.
Right.
He played well game 1, so.
Yeah.
Overhead. Nice.
And looks like Razmafoof's in control using those light attacks.
But sweet to get Gimmick out of the corner there.
That was a good anti-air.
Oh, that heavy punch is so good at
And Gimmick is hanging on by a thread in chip damage.
Yeah. Well played from Rasmussen.
For sure.
Game 1.
Is Jupiter player who lost in a Jupiter mirror match earlier today.
Yeah, he's got a second chance against Neptune. And already in the corner against for iMatch Buttons. Got to get out. Got out.
Oh, that was a good cross up.
Now they're back in the scramble. Now iMatch Buttons is the one cornering Jupiter, and Jupiter with a reversal throw.
Wow.
Ending it with a
DP. That DP is so strong. Making good use of that sweep, for sure.
Again, twice in a row. And
But you got to be careful against Neptune on wake up.
Eventually, that punch is just gonna. Yeah.
There it is. Yep.
Chris likes to do it.
Not that time though.
Yeah.
He had some restraint there. Oxy seems like he's learned.
But it hasn't learned that Chris really likes DPs. It's gonna keep happening.
Right.
Another one's gonna come out. Watch. Oh no.
Wow, very good fireball there.
You know what? I bet it's because he was gonna DP.
Right. Okay. Looks like iMatch Buttons is making his way in. Pushing Jupiter out into the corner. DP. Jump into a combo. Very nice. Walk up throw. And DP in the corner for the win.
That was really decisive that last round.
Right. iMatch Buttons very aggressive with Neptune in that last round. That's what you need to be.
That's what he's known for. In the corner, definitely be aggressive for sure.
If you look at Neptune's tool set, it all leans towards a very aggressive play style.
It's only 2 moves, so
Right.
not much else of an option, really. Oh, man.
Ooh, be careful. Jumping in on Neptune, not a very good idea. She's got a number of things that she can do. So, you can see iMash Buns is staying grounded.
I'd say generally Oxy's playing a very passive kind of game, kind of wanting to see what Chris does, and I don't think that's a great way to do it for Jupiter.
Because Jupiter's got that walk-up Dragon Punch.
Well, Jupiter doesn't really have to play the game if she doesn't want to. She can just, why do footsies when I got Pillar, Fireball, Bell, Axle Kick? And the Axle Kick's invincible, at least up top, so.
Here we go. iMash Buns again being very aggressive. Trying to use that overhead. Got guard canceled into a Fireball. Now Jupiter's making her way out of the corner, pushing iMash Buns into the other side of the screen.
Over the shoulder throw.
Nice.
And
iMash Buns managed to get the advantage again. Jupiter's got nothing left. What is she going to do? How is she going to... Oh.
Yeah, she's going to get
DP'd.
face. That's what she's going to do. Yeah, if Oxy can be more proactive with Jupiter, he'd have a better chance. Waiting against Neptune is really death.
It really is. The pressure is just too much.
Yeah, exactly.
As we're currently seeing right now.
Yeah, he's just letting himself get into the corner, and it's not going to look good. Oh, he's back out. Let's see if he can make any.
No. And that's match point for iMash Buttons. iMash Buttons moving on. 129 in the stream, also known as Will.
He is the man behind basically how we're able to play. It's the decoders. He was commentating last week, did a great job.
He is the man behind the USB decoders, which are allowing us to use our PS3, PS4, and Xbox arcade sticks on the Super Famicom.
And we are playing on a Sony Trinitron that I bring from my house. And it's a CRT. We're streaming from a CRT, and that's what you're watching. So.
Right.
And now you're watching Pluto trying to keep Neptune in the corner.
Ooh,
Neptune throwing her back in the corner. Outer Senshi cat fight, everybody.
Here we go.
Kneeing her right into the nards.
Looking pretty even right now. Oh, no!
That is
Bad decision. Jumping in on
juicy punch to the face.
Jumping in on Neptune.
Not great, especially if you're Pluto.
Okay, looks like Pluto's playing defensive into the corner. Great backdash! Great backdash against Neptune's overhead.
Yeah, it seems like he's been practicing it. When I fought him, he was getting that off. Threw me for a loop for sure.
Right. Very nice.
More DP.
Backdashing in this game very strong, but it's something that I think you pick up through experience and through forcing yourself to use it.
Yeah.
It's a little risky, which is why I think we're not using it too often.
Yeah, I feel backdash really needs to be treated like an air dash in a Guilty Gear game or an air dasher. It's a really good way to move, really good way to keep you safe, really good way to keep you from getting chipped to death. Very good option.
Right.
A lot of people take it for granted because they don't have no forward dash, but the backdash is very good. Good throw.
All right. Looks like Razmafuk might be running it back here, being a bit more aggressive. Great blocks against those DPs.
Oh, good kick. Good take that trade for sure.
Back
to the corner.
He's trying to kind of figure out how to get past those fireballs.
Yeah, as long as he maintains this, it'll be good. Oh. Trying to get it.
I think using those projectiles is probably his best option.
Yeah.
He might be trying to get that super in.
Yeah, Razmafuk probably do well to keep pushing.
Oh, yeah, play. Oh, if he can get that super in. Yes!
Oh,
there it is!
I was waiting for it. I'm going to tell Caleb. There's a match of a Japanese Pluto just going nuts. I need to tell Caleb to just. I was kind of wanting to just go nuts.
Yeah, those Japanese players, I saw that.
Yeah.
It was just non-stop super until it hit.
Yeah.
He was relentless.
Super, and they combo. You can for Pluto. You can combo from a jab into the super. So just go for jab, 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 and if you get your jab, you can combo into super and get it.
And looks like very decisive.
Good
Pluto
on Caleb.
takes.
Chris is such a degenerate. He should not be getting away with all those DPs, and I'm glad Caleb is calling him out on it.
1-1.
Make him play, straighten him up. He cannot be that much of a gorilla in this with Neptune. Not against us, anyway. Not against Caleb.
All right. Good use of the pokes there to start the round. Oh, that was great.
Pull ball to the face was trouble.
Getting iMash buttons exactly where he wants them. The range on that tornado was barely just wasn't enough. Very good throw.
Good anti-air.
For sure. And I believe that was a guard cancel.
Oh, it's such a... Got him in the corner, got him.
Good way to close distance, that pole vault.
Definitely.
Great way to get him to back Neptune in the corner.
I'm really happy to see Caleb play Pluto because he was playing Neptune for the longest time because Street Fighter, like DP, whatever, and I really tried to be like, no, play the other girls. They were a lot of fun. He found a lot of fun with Pluto, and I hope he really sticks with her.
Right.
Trade.
Wow, that that guard cancel on the pole vault seems to be throwing iMash buttons for a loop here.
Yeah, it really is. He doesn't really expect
All right.
it.
Pluto's got the life lead. I think all he needs to do is just keep playing that fireball war.
Yeah, he's just got to be cool. Be cool like Pluto.
Don't make any crazy decisions.
Yeah, 17 seconds left.
And there it is.
Patience pays off. Good stuff to Rasmus Foof taking out iMatch buttons out of the tournament. Hopefully this will encourage iMatch buttons to practice. Practice a little bit.
Absolutely. So let me...
And starting off the round, standing low kick from Spoinkman. And I actually told, SPD. I actually told Spoinkman that the key about Uranus is to try to stop her dead or tracks from doing the forward dash. And Mercury in particular has standing light kick, which is very, very good against Uranus.
Right.
Of
I
course,
was
Steve
telling...
knows this.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I was telling Spoinkman earlier about that standing light kick. That's a good option against Uranus. He said he would try to incorporate it more. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah. I did tell him right before the tournament started to be wary of the slide, because that's one contingency against it.
Ah, because the slide goes under the light kick, right? Yep. And
that's a shame. Couldn't get any leeway from Mr. K.
Mr. K takes the first round.
First round decisively.
First
no
match.
infinite there. So at least there's that for Spoinkman.
The infinite is scary, but Uranus does have other ways to win. Walk up throw.
Walk up throw, good reversal there.
I think he needs a more aggressive neutral game.
Yeah.
Right there, would have been a good time to use that light kick.
Yeah.
Can't afford to block too much against
Mr. K.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of getting a little antsy there for Spoinkman. Hopefully he can stay a little bit cooler there under pressure from Mr. K. He's very scary to fight,
Yeah, very stressful.
Drop into the grass. Whiffed.
Yeah, that was a whiffed SPD. Oh, wow.
Right into Uranus's loving arms.
Okay, here we go. Doing some pretty good low attacks here.
Yeah.
Very interesting DP. Oh, that tornado. Okay, now he's got Uranus in the corner. This might be,
Oh, see,
and that's it.
Okay, that would have been a great time to start abusing standing light kick right in the corner.
Let's go with Venus. Venus versus Mars. So Mars probably a better zoner, but Venus has the great fireball rushdown. But Venus is up in the corner. That's great. That's real perfect. This is exactly where Venus wants to be. Throw. Is it going to see it perfect? Oh, ooh, no perfect. Okay. Firebird. Super. Takes off like a third of his life, using the desperation attack. Oh, he messed up the desperation attack. It's gonna hurt him. You can punish it on block, but it's pretty annoying to punish Mars desperation unless you're Uranus and you just dash cancel and kill them. It's great. Okay. So we got actual Mars zoning. Oh, anti-air doesn't work. I think that was roundhouse. Venus love chain. Strong. What's the mix-up? Just get thrown. That's the mix-up. Throw fireball. Got some footsies. I have footsies just smash and sweep. Ah! Ooh, punish? No, no punish. Yeah, that move's actually so unsafe. You can just like punish it like a normal move. You don't have to guard cancel. It's great. Takes a jump fierce to the face. And Fahim goes up 1 game. Drunk missile. His Venus shots are not looking drunk though. Maybe he's a liar. Kalen taking a minute to think about how many things he could have anti-aired, but didn't. And going back into the game. We're going to change the stage. Kalen playing with his weird ass inputs. I think it's because he plays on SNES stick, so he has to like unplug everything, and everyone gets confused because you plug in your stick to the converter and it doesn't work. It's great. With Fireball. Venus Fireball is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like the up Fireball is pretty much the whole reason you play the character. No punish. Oh, good punch. I lied. See, you can punish forever. Knockdown. Fahim is 1 round away from taking the set. Let's go Drunk Missile. Root for the winner. That's how this works. Firebird. Hadouken. Hadouken? Where's the Hadouken? Where are the Hadoukens? I want Hadouken. Okay, there we go. More Hadoukens. Alright, roundhouse. That's good anti-air. Okay, see, Kalen's doing a good job of controlling this game so far. He just can't get pushed to the corner right now. And Mars Light Kick is a good button. Oh no, he got hit. He's getting hit. He's in the corner now. Oh, he's going for the YOLO crack shoot. But he takes it. Kalen looking a little scrappy, but he's in there. If he can take this round, he's going to tie it up. 1 game piece. See, he's scared to throw fireballs, and I'm not really sure why. He's going in. I don't feel like Mars can go in without just like shooting fireballs and waiting for them to overextend. So Venus has a fireball, but her fireball is not that great. Like, Uranus can trade with it, okay, and that tells you your fireball's bad. Hadouken, Hadouken. Oh, that's big. Okay, this could be it. Oh no, Jump Fierce takes it. And Drunk Missile advances. Yatta. She looks so like innocent and pure, but that's the farthest from the truth. Don't let this harpy betray you. Never trust a Venus player.
And we're already in. Yeah, that headset will give you volume.
So we got Mars versus Moon. Moon disgustingly top tier.
About even on life right now. Kalen has a little bit of an advantage.
It's a big deal in like a fireball matchup like this, though.
Oh yeah.
It's so hard to just like make up the deficit.
You have to
just block 1 fireball and you're like, I can't come back now.
You have to get in, and that's really hard to do.
Moon has options if she gets a hit. She gets like a, yeah, if she would have got like a crouch kick there, she could have done a mix-up. And you can actually do your mix-up to Mars, so pretty cool.
Right, Kalen takes the first round, and
okay, we're gonna see the mix-up. Oh no, no heart. I think he can still do it even if he's in the corner like that.
I would be surprised if he couldn't.
Alright. He's kind of, he just needs to get out of the corner right now. That's really what he needs to do. He just needs to like hop out the corner. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now he's almost back in it.
This is game
But-
1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we got Dokkan Wars. Oh wow, he blocked it. Okay.
Just
Yeah.
hit him out of it.
Mars can just crouch underneath it, I believe. There's a couple characters that can just crouch underneath the heart, even if you do it correctly.
I would imagine Mars, Venus. Doesn't she have a very small?
Chibi, but Chibi's not a character, so don't pretend that matters. I think Mercury might be able to. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm missing information.
I don't know how small her crouching hurt box is, so.
Oh, he's going to the Chibi. He's going for
Oh
it.
wow!
He believes.
Right after you said she's not a character.
He's going to show me wrong.
Oh,
Alright, we got the butt.
Oh yeah, backdash just put you airborne so she can immediately do the dive kick.
Yeah, she can backdash, but... Oh, don't jump,
Jump.
into that! No! Birds are mean, don't jump into them. Alright. Plus forever. She got charge fireball, that's the only special move she has. Like, what do you do here? Alright, you do that.
Yeah.
And hope they don't block it. Just do this, yes.
That's a very...
The
Oh.
infinite. That's her roundhouse, by the way. Her standing roundhouse is like a character's roundhouse, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, super.
She might have it. Oh,
Oh.
what a great call out. Okay, can he get enough time to get super? He's gonna do it? Alright. Do it again, do it again. Do it again, you need more chip.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
it
think
again.
he's going to manage
Do it,
to
do it
chip
again,
her
do
out
it
in
again.
time.
He's got it. No!
And Kaylin wins the timeout.
I was a little loud. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
That was close, though.
Chibi Moon Super does nowhere near as much chip as Mars does.
Oh, no. It's almost like it's completely saving his entire screen.
Yeah.
All right. We got air footsies. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice punish. You can do that on reaction. That's like one of her best skills, that she can just kind of butt things on reaction.
I almost feel like he's not necessarily reacting to what kind of fireball it is, with how much he's jumped into birds.
Yeah. That's possible.
Because it seems more like he's just going, Mars threw a fireball, I'm going to do dive kick.
Alright. Chibi down on life, but you know, that's nothing normal for. That's completely normal for Chibi.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a big deficit come back. Oh, I don't think you can do it now.
No.
Nice throw.
And Kaylin takes a 2-0.
Kaylin takes it.
I'm just going to do this here.
Alright, so winner's final is going to be Mr. K versus Truck Missile.
Mhm.
And then we have Mr. Spoink.
So we still have, this will be loser semis we still have left, which will be Kaylin versus Spoink. So,
Who knocked? I didn't play New Challenger, did I?
I'll look in a second.
I don't think I did. I played him so much in casual, I don't remember playing
Yep.
in tournament.
Let me see. Nope, new challenger.
Oh, he was got by Spoink? He was spoinked.
Yes.
Where did the game go? Oh, they restarted the game. Okay.
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 Are they on the right sides? They're not.
Yeah, Spoink's on the left, so you're good.
I just took that cord and put it behind my ear. So, Merc. That is loud.
Okay. Alright. Oh, good jump in.
Fireball.
Alright.
Immediate guard cancel to kick though.
Mars gonna have a hard time getting out of this corner. Might hit the round in this corner, like realistically. Okay.
Getting out.
Okay.
Got hit by a fireball just walking forward though.
As long as he's alive, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Was that super or regular?
That was regular fireball.
Okay.
But it would have hit him, it would have traded, but he died. So normally Mars is hurricane snake is really good. Just going because he has half the motion. Oh. Kaylin getting really close though. I don't know if I like how close he got. See, now he's in the corner.
I've noticed Kaylin does that a lot. He gets really close to people.
I feel like Mercury might actually be able to fight him in the fireball war. Wall jump's too high. Oh, is that enough? Okay, no, he takes it.
I think Mercury can definitely keep up if nothing else.
At least for a couple.
Her wall jump probably helps her get in to avoid it as well.
He jumped over the bird. Oh, they don't trade. Okay.
No.
That's a big deal then. Okay. You need
In
to
the
attack
corner.
her. Points on player one side, so if you attack her throws, you get a free punish. Attack Mercury's throw.
It just did a fireball. Oh,
That's
he's
super.
super range.
Oh no. Kaylin just gambling on super. He's just gonna do it now, yeah. Alright. Can Can Spoink not get super?
Oh,
Oh, Kalen didn't get the super.
yeah.
Alright. So Spoink up game 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is loser semi, so it's still 2 out of 3.
So most Mercuries wouldn't want to be on player 1 side, but Spoink has a hidden weakness in that he can't do tornadoes on player 2 side. So he wants to be player 1, even though that's the side where if you tech or throw, you get a free punish in the corner. That's the secret. So if Spoink ever travels, I just gave him a secret beating him, okay? Give him player 1 side. It's fine.
Oh,
Catch rates. Ooh, don't jump into that, no! Mars is real down on life, though. A game like this is real hard to come back unless you just throw out super fireballs.
just jumped in and threw him, though.
Yeah. Amy pretend she's all innocent. No one's doing it. He tried to fireball, but he didn't return.
Fell right into the fireball.
Alright. Crack shoot. Fireball wars.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon things.
They're both at about even life.
I think Mars can totally do this as long as she doesn't announce her card.
And Spoinkman takes it 2-0.
Takes it 2-0. Wow. Kayla is knocked out.
Yeah, that'll put him at 4th, I believe.
So our top 3 are me, Drunk Missile, and Spoink.
Right. I do, okay.
Drunk Missile's trying Jupiter here against Mr. K's Uranus.
I know he's had a lot of trouble with Venus and Moon in the past against.
Right. This seems to be his go-to pick for this particular matchup.
Oh, guard cancel SPD.
Uranus, Jupiter does have a lot of options against Uranus.
Just keeps up throwing that light kick, try and stop her from dashing at all.
Right.
And
no. Oh wait,
Oh,
Mr.
drops
K
the
drops
infinite.
the infinite.
he doesn't do that very often.
That is a good standing light kick to use.
Another guard cancel SPD.
Like I said, Jupiter does have a lot of options to both keep Uranus out and shut her down when Uranus does make it in.
One thing Uranus does have, though, is on wake up, her forward dash is invincible. But Drunk Missile takes the first round.
That was a good fireball there. Using that standing light kick to kick Uranus out.
Yep.
And that guard cancel fireball.
I think that was supposed to be SPD, but it worked out either way.
Right. Ooh, he's got that backdash air coconut.
Threw him out of the recovery of his command grab, but
All right.
got another one.
Yep. He landed the SPD that time. Wow, I was not expecting that jump to turn into the air fireball.
Oh,
Good use of the backdash coconut there. I think
Two?
Drunk Missile's in trouble. Got that infinite. Not a whole lot of life left, but
fell right into the coconut, but using her invincible forward dash on wake up to get right out of the jail.
very good matchup so far. Drunk Missile used that pirouette. I think it's a very good move to use. I think he should probably be using it more often. But he is using that standing light kick, and that's very nice as well. You can see right there.
Yeah, it makes it really hard for Uranus to just get in.
Right. Uranus just punished that.
Oh,
Wow.
that's surprising, but okay.
All right. Mr. K takes the first game.
And this is winner's final, so it's best 3 out of 5.
Yep. Say a pirouette from full screen. Probably not the best thing to do against Uranus. He may have been expecting a dash a little earlier there.
I'm kind of surprised that the dash just didn't get hit at all by it. Oh, guard cancel SPD, it
I
looked
think
like.
it might have been just out of range. I'm not sure.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. He's using that pirouette. And the light kick there against Uranus. Very good move.
Yeah, he's just not letting Drunk Missile get away with using the coconut for Oki at all. He's always forward dashing out of it. Punishes the landing recovery.
Of the coconut, yes. That was pretty good. Starting off with a crouching roundhouse. Very good use of the pirouette for movement.
Oh.
See, he's using that more on wake up to punish.
It does a lot of damage, too.
Right. The deeper it's in, the more damage it does.
Oh, nice throw.
And went ahead and took the next round in this match. See if Drunk Whistle can take this one. Here we go. That was good. Backdash coconut. Very good. Very quick.
Oh, try to punish. Guard cancel something, but got hit by the pirouette.
And hold on.
Mr. K just is not going to let him get away with Coconut Oki at all.
Up. Oh, yes. Oh, very good. Very nice. That's how you do it.
1-1.
Before in the previous match, I think he was expecting a dash, and that's why he did the pirouette from full screen. This time, he was able to correctly either predict the dash or see it coming and then do the pirouette for the win this time. So I think he learned in between matches.
And, yeah, he's going to have to forego Coconut Oki, I think, in this matchup. Mr. K just won't let him have it at all.
Dash ups. Trying to go for that infinite there. Did not work out. Got caught in an SPD. Now they're both back full screen. However, he just dashed in.
And he's a chip range, so he can't get hit by anything.
Right. I think that last fireball, very close. I'm seeing a pattern here with Mr. K being able to dash past those pillars and getting with that standing kick.
Nice pirouette.
Anti-air.
Can Jupiter not combo into her sweep, or is he just forgoing it?
Combo into the sweep?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think all characters can, I think.
Pluto can't. That's why I was asking.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if it was another case like that or if he's just not going for it.
I'm not sure, honestly.
And
this is the infinite.
And he doesn't drop it, so
All right.
2-1 Mr. K.
Okay, this is going to be match point for Mr. K. If he can get this one, then he will win the semifinals in the winner's bracket, leaving him to face
The winner of...
the loser's bracket.
Yeah. So whoever loses this has to play Spoinkman in losers finals,
Right.
which I believe he got second last week.
Spoinkman did get second place last week. Mr. K was not here last week, though.
That is true.
It was a bit of a game changer. Drunk Missile is doing noticeably better with his Jupiter. There's a good backdash there for sure.
And
That pirouette did not pay off.
he's almost in chip range as well, so...
Okay.
If he blocks 2 more fireballs from Uranus, I think he's out.
He's using that for...
Oh,
Fortunately, he doesn't have a whole lot of options to close the distance in the damage. See, he is using the pirouette very liberally now. We'll see if it pays off for him. Backdash coconut, very good. However,
and Infinite. This might be the win unless he drops it. Drunk Missile is
Wow.
already...
is he going to? Yep, that's it.
And Mr. K takes it 3-1.
All right, Mr. K goes on to winners finals, knocking out Drunk Missile, knocking him to the losers finals, where he's going to be fighting against Spoinkman.
I want to say that's one of the best sets I've seen so far between
Right.
Drunk Missile and Mr. K. Because I remember when he first started, it was like a 3-0, I believe.
With his
Within a week or two.
with his Jupiter. His Jupiter has certainly improved, especially with that matchup.
I think a couple things he could have done is Coconut Oki just didn't work at all. Mr. K always dashed out of it.
Now we will see. He's switching over to Venus, this time against Mercury. Sees this probably as the safest
There we go.
option. Knowing Drunk Missile, his game plan is to lock down Spoinkman in the corner. We'll see if that works out for him.
Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of trouble dealing with Venus pressure, so.
Right. And Drunk Missile is the only Venus player.
That we have in the area.
Right.
Oh,
That
went
was
for the
a
super.
random desperation. Spoinkman having a lot of issues dealing with that corner pressure.
Hit him out of the. Oh,
That crouching roundhouse from Venus has an insane amount of range, a lot of speed. You saw he was able to do it right from the start of the match, that crouching roundhouse, and it hit. However, looks like Spoinkman is...
they're both such low life that either one can win right now.
Looks like Spoinkman... Oh! Boy, I do not think he meant to do a... Was that a jumping light punch?
I'm not sure.
That must have been a miss. If he had hit him...
He might have meant to do a tornado
Oh, yeah, yeah. That
because
might
you have
been
to
it.
TK the motion.
Right. So that might have been a whipped, tornado input. Okay. Drunk Missile took the first game. We're now into game number 2. This is 3 out of 5. So first 1 to 5. We'll move on to the grand finals. Drunk Missile is definitely dominating. Those walk-up sweeps are extremely annoying.
That was a very quick round.
Right. I think Spoinkman might be at a bit of a loss on how to deal with this matchup. He doesn't have a whole lot of options. He's got... Drunk Missile's got that flash kick fireball, which prevents jump-ins, while at the same time, if you try to close the distance that way, then you have Venus hitting you with that walk-up sweep, which seems to be so good. And Drunk Missile has been timing him very well. Throw out a fireball. Drunk Missile will see it coming.
Whiffed
Get
fireball into throw. Tried for it again, but Spoinkman did a tornado that time.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, that was a good spinning bird kick.
DP
Wasn't enough.
went through the tornado. So when I played Spoinkman earlier, he told me that the tornado had a bit of invuln, but it's not going to compete with the DP.
No. Venus in particular has one of the best DPs in the game. Just boy, it's a very large hitbox, very quick and multiple hits.
It does leave
Mercury,
it-
you making good use of that standing light kick. He needs to keep that pressure on. He needs to stay close to Venus. There we go. Tornado pressure. Very good. This is exactly where Spoinkman wants to be right here.
and
Is this a perfect?
I think it is.
Spoinkman running it back. All right. Oh, no.
Triangle jumped out of the corner.
Beautiful triangle jump. Great way to escape that corner. That corner pressure from Venus
Oh,
is very
DP.
deadly.
That does a lot of damage.
It does a
Wow.
lot of damage. Very good get off me move. The spacing here is very difficult due to that flash kick fireball.
And Fahim takes that round, and he is on match point now.
If Drunk Missile wins this round, he'll win the match and and move on to the finals.
Yeah.
The grand finals.
We'll have to play Mr. K again. But to win there, he'll have to reset the bracket. Did a rising fireball and air-to-air try and add on to it? but
Boy, is he going to get his revenge? And
perfect him right back.
right, you perfect me. I'm gonna perfect you.
So
So we're going to get Drunk Missile versus Mr. K yet again in the grand finals.
And I don't see Mr. K right away, but he might be walking
He's
up.
making his way to the stage.
Sorry about that.
And I'm going to be handing over my headset to Spunkman. Everybody have a great night.
You still have the headset on.
Thank you. Alright. Alright, so we have grand finals right here. Drunk Missile versus Mr. K. What we saw in winners finals.
Which I believe was 3-1 at that point. Oh, he's playing Venus this time rather than Jupiter like he did last.
Might as well.
He might feel like he's got some momentum just playing Venus right now, so he might be sticking with her.
Maybe doing something about the boxes on it. And it's hard. Against these two, sucks.
Oh.
Ooh, nice. You can soften that one.
Oh, threw him on Wake Up.
So, Drunk Missile.
Mr. K is like groaning in disappointment about that.
I see what Drunk Missile's trying to do. He's using the light version of the fireball to catch the dashing.
And he takes the first game.
That was really commanding. He didn't
But
beat
in
him
order
fighting that he can't dash through fireballs.
in order to win this, Drunk Missile has to win 6 games.
Yeah. 2 sets
Yeah, whereas Mr. K only has to win 3.
in 1 set.
Yeah.
But if he wins 2 this set and loses, he has to win 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Into back on Mercury stage, best stage of the game. The water.
Dash up SPD.
Never seen that one before.
Love me chain. Oh, threw him out of the fireball that
Yeah,
time.
start up. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Douglas to win this one because he's so low.
Yeah. A super might have done it, but that's really risky to just throw out.
You would have to read like a dash in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Oh no, he dropped the infinite.
That's the first time I've seen Steve drop it.
He dropped it in their earlier set once or twice.
Okay.
But yeah, he's very consistent with it against all characters.
And apparently, people didn't know that you could infinite Mars.
People knew, but it was very hard.
And Steve knows how to do it.
And
Dash up SPD, that's...
Mr. K evened it up with a dash up SPD.
That was really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go into game 3. Do you think he's gonna stick with Venus this entire set?
Maybe.
I think if he loses one more game,
Mm-hmm.
just to test my stuff, I think he's gonna go with Venus.
He might just stick with it anyway, because it's hard to switch a character when you only have one more game.
Yeah.
Unless you just think you're not going to make any progress with him.
Yeah. But it seems like he's actually making progress with it. I mean, he's losing.
Oh.
He got the cross out, but it's unsafe on hit.
Mm-hmm.
Just SPD. Just throw that. Okay, round 2. Steve throws some chickens. Venus
Oh.
running away, like Venus does. He messed up the fireball twice. Or maybe he was purposely jumping over the SPD. That was really good. Okay, he's in the corner now. Oh, he read the back dash. He knew what he was doing there, but he just went
wasn't able to punish it as he wanted.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, Steve knows how to punish that move. It's unsafe on Kid, which is really. He's trying to use the super. There it is.
Oh!
There it is.
Oh, that's a lot like
That's dead.
Wow.
That was a counter hit. Steve laughing maniacally.
That is very similar to Pluto Super and how it animates. I didn't realize that. That's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah. Except she throws you in the last minute. So you're. Wait, does Pluto put you in hard knockdown?
Yes. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I normally use it to try and kill, if I'm going to use it.
I mean, it's hard not to. Yeah, that's. They were asking the same counter because
Oh.
they forgot their own second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shaking my head, top players. Top players for getting seconds.
And he's sticking with Venus.
Yeah, okay, so he has a full lot of Jupiter matchup, so he's going for a full lot of let's see if he can bring this back.
He did say earlier that they got here at about 3 o'clock and just played the Jupiter-Uranus matchup for like a couple hours. He's surprisingly inconsistent with it today.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago when he was playing, he hit everyone. Oh, there you actually.
Is that? That's dead.
That was counter hit. Yep. Let's go. Okay, so this is match point for Steve for Mr. K right now. He's playing so patient. Did you see that? He was going for the block string and then SPD. That was really cool.
Oh. Love me chain jump in. That's really hard to do anything about.
Yeah, but it looked like
Oh, is that dead? That's dead.
Good games.
So Mr. K winning 3-1 again over Drunk Missile. He is our champion once more. One day we will learn the matchup.
One day. But
All right.
that's the bracket. Sailor Moon base. Do you wanna hop on?
Oh.
I can do the sit down.
Yeah.